Hey everybody, it's Weeping Willows 21 here, and I'm here because I want to give you some thoughts on where I hope to see the writers take the character of Amanda Rollins on Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Now, the first time I ever saw, sorry, having a little bit of trouble with my allergies lately, but the first time I ever saw Kelly Geddes was on All My Children, and I looked at her and I thought, wow, okay, she's kind of good at this. And then it was several years later that I saw her on an episode of SVU playing a victim by the name of Kara Balson. And then I immediately recognized it. It's like, whoa, it's Di, and I was kind of really glad. I was really glad to see her again. And then when Elliot left, when Chris Maloney decided to make his exit, and I knew that Kelly Geddes and Danny Tino were coming to the cast, it was like, okay, they're screwed. But really, I gotta compliment them. They have done extremely well with the adjustment. But anyway, the reason I'm here today is I'm hoping to give you some thoughts on, like I said, what I want to see from the character of Amanda Rollins. I want kind of both sides of the coin because number one, I want more badass Rollins, which basically is the same as badass Benson, only a little softer. And I also want a little bit more of the sensitive side of Rollins, and just kind of see what else is there to offer for Rollins. I like characters like Rollins and Benson because they're so human, they're so real, and what I mean by human is they're characters that are like people that you would meet in real life. And Rollins isn't perfect, neither is Liv. I mean, Rollins has had a drinking problem, she's had a gambling problem, all these sorts of things have happened. She was raised in a chaotic environment, that kind of thing. She wound up raising her little sister Kim, which we all know how well that turned out. But anyway, I am hoping to see a little bit more about Rollins' childhood and see a little bit more of kind of the wounds that Rollins is hiding, because she is. I mean, any woman, or anybody for that matter, would be hiding something. So Rollins is no different. But anyway, like I think what I want to see the most is kind of more development of her character. She's getting there, but I want to see what Amanda was like before. I want to see some flashbacks of times when Amanda screwed up and people were there to save her. Like, for example, if there was a flashback of her being in a bar and her old captain came and, whisked her away or whatever. Like, I would really like to see that side of Amanda because for now, like, she's trying to show us, or the writers are trying to show us through her that she's been reformed, but I also want to see what she's come from. I mean, we know that she's had a drinking problem, we know that she's had gambling problems, but I want to see details of that because things just don't change overnight. And like I want to see things happen. I want to see the way things happen. I want them to write that into the script because I think we'd be able to see Rollins a little bit better for that. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but I feel like if we saw more of that from the character of Rollins, I think we would get a fuller picture of who she was versus who she is now. And I really think they've written a really good character here, but I think there's so much more depth and detail that could be gone into. And since it's, SVU, since it's long running franchise, I think they've got a lot of time. Same thing with Amaro. I think that I actually think her and Amaro would make a really good couple. Um, I think they're really good together on screen, and I also think Finn and Amanda might make a really good couple. And then I also think Finn and Melinda could make a good match. But, that's another story for another day. But I'm hoping we see a little bit more of that in the coming years for Rollins on her with her time with the SVU squad. And I hope y'all have enjoyed this video, and I hope to be making more in the future. But for now, I will just say see you later, YouTubers.